here in Vinitaly 2016 with one of the amazing producers in the sparkling wine, Maurizio, also president of Franciacorta region, owner of Bosco.
Was some of option because I was my family bought a small farm in Franciacorta in the early 70s, and I preferred to go there to study instead to stay in Milan and to stay in the countryside. And so when I was there living, I discovered the wine through a trip in Burgundy and Champagne when I was very young, around 16 years old. And then I started to study in Burgundy in Bordeaux. And the thing happened, starts by chance, like a dream, was not a plan. And we was very lucky to have a big success in the beginning. And so then, like a snowball, bigger, it became like this. And now Bosco is a good firm in the Italian panorama of the quality wine. Yes, I was 16, I was in France, in Champagne, and I tried a very important champagne and was impacting me in the way like, whoa, it's great, but also with the thinking that we can do something even better. So I always have a kind of one idea that in different locations you can make different wine, but with a great personality that have not afraid to be next a different wine. First of all, the appellation. So Franciacorta is that is in all the quality wine is very important. The terroir, the land where they come from. So Franciacorta is a present from God, and the man have to valorize this present in the best way. I believe that Bosco we have to do a nice job in order to take Franciacorta to the level where it is and where it can go, because I believe we have a lot of effort to do better quality, and with the age and the tradition, because we are very young, we are only 45 years old, that in wine business is not too much. But with the time, I'm sure that Bosco and Franciacorta will have a great future. Yes. So the new harvest that is just on the market now for the more wine that, let's say, can be look for your public like collectors is Anna Maria Clementi. That is a wine dedicated to my mother, that was the founder of this farm that I was telling you before. And Anna Maria Clementi just released the vintage 206, that in my opinion will be one of the most important vintage that we ever produced. He has a very good response from the critics, European critics, American critics, and is a wine that you can easily drink now, but forgot in your cellar for 20 years. So is, I believe, something very interesting for the market. Well, they have to have an alternative. Today, the sparkling wine, the quality sparkling wine became only from one area, and like the red wine became, I don't know, from Napa, from Bordeaux, from Brunello. There are a lot of different. In the sparkling wine, the consumer at this moment, the collector, only know one appellation. So it's time that they know and discover another appellation that is very quality oriented, like Franciacorta. Bosco in particular is probably one of the wineries that give an interpretation of Franciacorta in the best way. Passion, terroir, and never be satisfied. With a glass in my hand, it's difficult to do other things, but let's say that for sure the food is the most important thing to pair with a great glass of wine. So to pair with an American Clementi, for sure we can go from a beautiful oyster or some caviar that we have in Italy to the popcorn. So we are not so nosy to say we want to have a special chef 3-star, but we can go from very simple food like a popcorn in front of the TV or to the best restaurant in the city with caviar and oyster, and it will be in both cases a perfect match.
Excellent. I assume you like popcorn.
Not too much, but
I love popcorn.
but it's to tell you that the wine can pair also with simple things.
Thank you, Maurizio. I appreciate it. This is an amazing interview. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much for coming.